big families around, and they would all. We all sort of knew who the big families were, so we all got on.
But also, your story will intersect with national events, like people who went to war, for example, and somebody will have a suffragette in their family, or someone will, I don't know, remember where they were when Kennedy was assassinated, or whatever. So you think it's a little life, but actually it's always really affected by bigger things that are going on in either County Durham or the world.
Why I came was the lady Helen who I was speaking to, who asked me about coming here. She'd mentioned about the records, and I'd said we'd gone through back. My son's in the army; he's a soldier in London, and he applied at the War Records, the War Office, to get his grandfather's medals, and they've gone back, and what they've done is they've given, like my dad, his granddad, his war record as well, so he's got all of that to look back on, and I thought, it would be interesting to come and have a look at that. So we got the medals for my mum in a... So
that's your family on the world stage?
Yes,
Okay. And now my next set of cards here, hang on, let's get rid of this lot. I wanted to ask you about the ways in which you might like to find out about things. So we're thinking maybe of touring exhibitions, meaning exhibitions that come to you rather than being at Mount Oswald. Permanent displays at Mount Oswald. You can find out by maybe handling objects, meeting the archivist.
See, I don't know where this Mount Oswald is. I know it's around the Creme. I remember the big pub.
Across the road from the Creme.
Yeah, but it's always been a bad place to get to. I know from Fromagamo, if you get the bus, you've got to go into Durham and get a bus from Durham up to...
Get the number 6. It runs every 10-15 minutes.
But you've got to go to Durham to get it, haven't you?
Oh, no, there's another one. You can get the other bus. There's a one that goes from the college, like all where the salutation is. There's a bus stop along there, and it goes all the way up past.
So what I'm trying to say is, you haven't got the same place as you've got here.
Yeah.
The bus services out here, if it's from, you've got, how many bus services have you got out here?
Oh, you've got lots. You can go to Durham, Newcastle.
So it's location worries you,
there's a lot of
does
people who want to go to the Creme because they've lost someone and they don't end up going. How many people just say, right, I'll just go to the church, the village church, and I won't go up to the Creme. It's because of where the Creme is. And getting to this area is a nightmare.
Okay.
I don't drive. I do not drive.
Yes.
I got a bus there. I do not drive. So
they're all quite good buses.
Yeah, but you've got to get to Durham, then you've got to get to Smith.
I mean, the new...
Where would you get it from?
It comes down from Newcastle. I think it's the express one.
Which one? From Wigan?
Straight through to Bristol, Auckland,
Yeah.
What?
The X21.
X21.
Yeah. So there is a sort of a joined up route.
So that's one bus. Yeah.
So
it takes you straight up there and brings you back. So I get the bus on a Monday when I get the bairn from school, because I was getting 2 buses, one into Durham and then the one up to there. So school's just around the corner from the Creme.
I would have thought you would have a park and ride thing to go around that way.
There is a park and ride.
But you've got to get to the park and ride. Where's the park and ride?
Opposite. It's pretty much opposite where the college is. Like, there's a few colleges, isn't there? And then it's literally opposite St. Oswald's, just across on the other side.
It's not good to use.
Park and ride.
Well, you don't
have to drive, but ideally you drive.
You can get the bus park and ride up to the next park and ride.
If you get the bus to the park and ride, then get on the bus and go around that way.
But you could get on the park and ride outside driving.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Okay. I mean, but point taken about concerns about location. I mean, that's a message to take back, that they need to publicise public transport. You know,
I'm just talking
how
about
to get there.
I'm just talking about from where I live, from Agmoor, just up the road. Now, you'd say, how would you get there from Oceanmoor? How would you get there from Eshwin?
They'd get into Durham first and do what you do, and then...
That you've got to get into Durham first.
But you see, if you came in from Oceanmoor, you'd still have to go into Durham to come up to here, wouldn't you?
You're always going to do.
So
this is going to be
it's like Durham's the magnet,
busy.
isn't it?
It's going to be busy. Most people going to Crum, people going. This is going to be. I think it's only a single decker as well.
There'll
Some
be adequate
doubles,
car
vouchers, some
Yes,
doubles,
there
because
will.
I've got to go all the way upstairs with her on a Monday.
So let me get you back on track, because I've noted that about location. I want to know the sorts of things that you're interested in. I mean, are you interested in going to permanent displays there, like a display of the DLI? Are you interested in handling objects, like you have done today, and special tours round? Do you want exhibitions to perhaps come out to you if you can't get to Mount Oswald? There are trails that you can do around the grounds. We've talked about contributing your life story. There are trails, talks programme, and you've talked about courses, theatre performances, website, online exhibitions. What sort of thing are you interested in?
Getting on there, I think you'd just go into everything.
I would. Yeah,
This
all of
happened,
that. I like
this
all of
happened,
that.
this happened, that happened. You would
Yeah,
just
but
go into
you-
everything,
yeah.
wouldn't
You
you?
can take the bed
Wow,
and
could you
all,
say
like
that?
your grandchildren.
What place was that then?
Yeah,
And
to
Yeah.
educate them.
Fascinating.
Like
Just
we
opening
looked
your
at the
world.
books and everything. I
Yeah.
think that brings it alive for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps when someone's there, isn't it, who's
Yes, who
passionate
knows.
about it to explain
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
But are you interested in talks programmes? You know, someone talking about the record office, or was one of you saying you went to?
I used to years ago
you
go.
go to talks for
Yeah.
was it David
David
Butler?
Butler, yes.
Yes, that's right.
And years ago I went to History Talks, Dr. Gibby, years and years ago.
That's right. That was you saying
And
that
he
as
was
well.
superb. So a lot depends on the person who's doing the talking.
Yeah.
Probably for that.
And there would be space for that
Yeah.
type of activity.
Yeah.
in there.
So I think all of them really. And people, you've got it. Did you say something about online?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did.
because I mean, if people can't get out and about, then at least they're connected with the
Yeah.
with-
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
they aren't they? Not everybody can get
And how
about.
important do you think the website is?
Oh, it's very...
These days,
Yeah.
Massive.
Even-
To young ones,
yeah.
without doubt, yeah.
Yeah.
Even to older people who can't get
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to use
It's a lifeline.
It is a
yeah.
lifeline,
and
isn't
it's
it?
a lot of good information.
But would young ones use it? I mean, say, would they really turn off that game and Google? Would they do it?
Of a certain age, they won't.
No, they won't. No.
But
No,
up
but
to a
if the guys
certain
do
age,
do
they
it,
will. And when they have their own
They
kids, they
they
will.
need to be guided into it,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And when they get older.
So that goes from education schools
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I-
Yeah. And so, I mean, what do you think about schools programmes? Some of you have actually mentioned that. I mean, it's obviously quite important, isn't it, for
My
getting kids
my
interested?
kids don't know. They don't know dates. They're brilliant. They've got brilliant jobs. Well, you know, mine too.
But they're bothered about now. At a
My
certain
granddaughter's
age, aren't
7
they?
and she goes, honestly, she goes to Durham High. I know it's a
Yeah.
private school. She knows the dates and she knows the stories behind them. I think it's a different education to
Yeah.
different schools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
does know and she does talk about because she
Yeah.
loves it.
Yeah. I
And
think
My
sometimes
over
son's a warrant officer and he doesn't know names of people in Durham. You know the films and
Yeah.
dates. You know,
She's only
they
7
they just don't know.
I think important
Lorraine,
people to a
you
lot
know
of the
Lorraine?
kids now are the celebrities. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Just
Yeah.
kind of
Footballers.
Name
Name any football team.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
one of them.
And I
would
think
bring-
people who maybe, made our country don't appear to be important to them. They don't know them.
What would make you bring your grandchildren to a record office? Do you think there are sort of drop-in family sessions, trails and quizzes and that sort of thing
Depends
that they'd
what
be
age
interested
you
in?
bring them, I suppose.
Yeah.
Machine-
Mine
yeah.
would love it because she's
Yeah.
7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's like a sponge. She's
Yeah.
just taking in anything you tell her.
And when
Anything you tell her.
my youngest, when he was about 9 or 10, he used to love going to my Auntie Beattie. She was 85. And he used to, oh, Auntie Beattie, tell me that about the quarry again in the war, making the bombs. And he loved it. And we used to think there's not enough gets taught in school because he was really interested. But he used to go to her because he used to love, she could tell him firsthand what, her experience. And he loved it. And maybe there's not enough in the schools today, but he did love. At about 10-year-old, he was really interested. Loved learning about the past, and he'd sit for hours listening to her.
I'd like to see displays, particularly inspired by the activities that have gone on in County Durham, mining, railways. I mean, obviously the DLI is very important as well to many people. But I think people would go. You know, But just to imagine walking in